got smiles on our face and info in the brain. Okay, so we have talked about Google Posts in the past, but this is a good one today because we're going to talk about how to create attention-grabbing Google Posts. And if you haven't been using Google, or if your business, first of all, isn't up on Google Business Profile,
Yeah,
you're really missing a hidden gem. And so it is something that you can really take and use to your advantage. So today we're going to talk to you about Google Posts, how to create a Google Post, and all these things that you can do to make sure that your business stands out and gets the customers. And that's what it's about. So let's go. I was looking at you.
I'm like,
looking at the birds.
Like that kid out in the outfield picking flowers. Looking at the butterflies.
I was like, Lana, we're back.
Got a show to do here. I'm looking around. I'm like, these cloudy days, I still just can't figure them out on the lighting thing.
It screws our
30
lighting
years
up
into this or whatever it is, but
every time.
anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
You're like, are you with us? Are you with me?
I know.
All right. In case you didn't know where you're at, you're here with Sarah and I on Marketing Dynamite. We're here to give you all kinds of tips, trends, everything digital marketing to make your business better. So today, Google Posts, okay? That's something that a lot of people don't even know they can do, first of all. And then people that are doing them aren't doing them correctly. So you can share all kinds of information right from that search results page that people are looking for and directly from your listing. So
yeah.
We want to make sure that you're set up for success because it's not like any other social media platform at all.
Yes, it's not at all. It works very differently, and that's what this is about. So we're going to give you just Google Posts. Here's where you find them. So if I'm on Google here, and let's say I Google Fusion One Marketing, you're going to see they call this right here the knowledge panel. And in that knowledge panel, which is cut off to the right when you're in your search results on Google, and then right here, the big red arrow is to where all of these Google Posts are, and they are amazing. And we're going to do a little deeper dive into how to set them up. But first off the top, you can use them in many ways. So you can use them to pretty much like an announcement, an offer, like news, updates, promotions, a lot of things. So but this is the caveat. This is what we're going to explain. You can't just share everything and anything that you want. There are some guidelines you have to follow. And the bottom line, your takeaway should be that these are supposed to be to promote and inform. So those are the types of posts you need to make.
Yes, and they have 4 different types of posts that you have available to you. So the first one is called What's New. That may sound like obvious thing, but it's really to provide general information about your business. So you can always put a photo in it, and you want to use photos, videos, links, and call to action, and any other information you think is pertinent to that general information. So for example, like a restaurant could use a post to promote maybe a new menu item. So the What's New type of post can be used to also share anything new. Let's even talk about new products, new services. If you want to advertise your products for your business, you could create a post in this What's New type of post. Always add, this is the cool thing about Google Business Posts too, is that they always have call to action buttons and take them directly wherever you want them to go. Right to your website or landing page or any place.
Yeah, directly. The other type of post you can do is called events. So these are to promote a specific event that your business is involved in or supports. An event post, just like these other ones, they require a title, a start and end date because it's an event. So you've got to put those parameters in it, a time, and can include a photo or a video, call to action button, and other information. So for example, say if you're a bookstore and you are going to want to advertise, say, a local author's like book signing, then that's what you could do and put in when the date is, when the time is, all the information, and put it right there directly on those Google Posts.
Yes, to draw attention to it, to get
Mhm.
more eyes on it. The next type of post that you want to put on Google Business Profile is offers, an offers post. And these are posts that provide promotional sales or offers for your business. Now, they do require you got to have a title. You also have to make sure that you have start and end dates and any times involved on this offer. A view offer call to action button is automatically on these type of posts. So the Google goes ahead and creates those for you. So beyond that, again, go back to you want to draw attention, have a photo, video, coupon codes are really cool.
Mhm.
A link or even terms and conditions of that post or of that offer. So it's all about offering your consumers something great.
Yes, and for example, say you're a pizza place, you might offer, say, 20% off large pizzas for the week. The offer post, they actually perform really well because they have a different display than other post types. And I want to give you just a couple of examples. So we talked about some of these offers. So this again, this would be if I go back to this is like there's a shortcut that you can find these posts, but you can also go into your actual Google business profile and it'll help you set it up. But each one of them is set up to where it is what's new, product, event. It's a specific tab for that specific type of post that you want to do. And it gives you all the parameters that you need to fill out. And if you're looking for the other way to get to it, once you are in your Google business profile, as you can see on the sidebar, there's posts. And then right there, when you click on post, you'll see create a post. And that's where it will take you to these other options that we talked about. Yes. And then we're going to talk about the COVID and the updates one, but this is along the lines, the offer and the COVID updates. So it's real simple once you get there,
Yep.
you just follow it along, follow the prompts. So
Yes, and again, it's all about drawing attention to yourself because most people don't know all of these things. They just
mm-mm.
don't. They're using it just like they do Facebook or anything else. But this is a search engine post, really, if you think
Yeah.
about it. And if you use Google Maps app, these posts, the offer posts especially, they're going to just be so much more appealing. And it even comes with tags, making it even more visible. So you can, it's just really awesome. And even if you don't have, what we call an offer per se, you can still be creative and, make sure it's a post that's interesting to your consumers. So it's still
Yeah.
an offer. You're still giving them information, but it's something that, you can only get here kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like an example of that would be like if say I have a service that could count as my offer. So it
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily have to be I have to give you
20% off or
20% off.
whatever.
Yeah, right. It could be like I have a service which is a need that you have
Yep.
and that's my offer to you. So COVID updates is another one. These are posts that provide an update about kind of changes related to COVID-19, which can include something of like your hours of operation, how you're managing safety and hygiene protocols, things like that, how they'll know about temporary closures. But here's the thing with this. So we don't know how long this COVID update is going to stay on here. It might just change to updates. So the thing to take away on this is even if you don't have a COVID type related, you can also use this for a text only to get information out urgently, such as like office closures, short-term discounts, things like that. So you can still use this functionality to provide an update, even if it's not COVID specific.
Right. It's really meant to be. Let's hope they take that off there and change it.
I know.
It's like I'm ready. I think everybody in the world's ready, but
We're over it.
yeah, whatever they're going to call it, it's really about giving you an option, a really great option for things that you need to communicate immediately, something you need to push out right now. So, thanks to that knowledge panel that Sarah was showing you, the box that shows up on the right side of your screen in the search results that gets priority placement with these COVID-19 or whatever we're going to call it later, hopefully,
Yeah, right.
type of posts.
Yes, and I think that I included it here. It might be on the next one, but there is a section on there. It's right here. You're talking about the knowledge panel
Yeah.
on the right. There is a little button on there that says edit update. And so what you were talking about where if you have something you want to get out specific, like urgent, it will just update right there on that knowledge panel. So
So cool. Yeah.
yeah, it's great. It's really great. So here's the meat of it all right? So here's how to catch excuse me. I'm so excited. I can't get my words out. How to catch the reader's eye with a really good click-worthy Google post. So
I
some of
like that. Click-worthy.
click-worthy. Yes, that's what it's all about. It was stand out from the pack.
Yeah.
So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you include a title. Uh, that is your header. That's your headline. That you do not bypass that. So make sure that you always have something that is catchy and that it's going to be an optional field, but do not make it optional. Great titles get good clicks. So add emojis. This is a recent survey that they did, a recent report by Sage Journals, and they came to find out that when you add just maybe 1 or 2 emojis, it helps to give a positive context and tone to your ad. So that helps to catch people's eyes. And then before and after images, I mean, I can't say this enough. These types of images visually are attention grabbing. They are the best way to display your work right there in front of the user.
Yes, people are visual. I mean, they just are. And if you have all these other posts that don't have anything and yours does, who are they going to pay attention to? So you also want to include target keywords. Although Google Business Profile posts don't directly help you rank, they will help you show in the search results for related keywords. So you want to make sure, find and use the keywords that are working best for your Google post. And that's going to just come from experience and doing it over and over to be able to know which ones work the best. And then Google, what's really awesome though, they may actually pull just a little snippet of your post and include it in the search results. So it just gives you get to take up more real estate in that search result in that page.
That's the perfect way to put it, because that's why it is good to put those keywords in it, because if it matches what that searcher is looking for, then Google can pull a little snippet directly from your Google post and put them right in front of your business. So another key to get a click-worthy Google post is to really treat it like it's a social media ad. So users they're going to Google for an answer. All right. So that's why they're there. They are looking for something that they need. That's exactly how you should treat your post. For example, say if you're a car mechanic or a car repair shop, you really want to, and someone's searching for a place to get new tires. So offer something like get $200 off 4 new tires. That could get a better response than a competitor with really kind of no visible offer on Google.
Very, very important. Also include a visual. We keep talking about this. You definitely need to stick to images and videos, but get this, that only correlate directly with what your business offers. It's kind of fun to do funny things and all that, but Google Business Profile is not the place to be being cute and all that. So you want to keep your infographics and tips to other social media platforms. We don't need that here on Google Business Profile. If you don't have images about what you're offering or what your post is about, or it's hard to come by with your line of work, just stick with photos that are always the most authentic and attention grabbing as possible without getting too cutesy, really.
That's it. Right. They're there to inform and to promote. So just like keep that in mind. And so here's another thing to think about. This is what to do. This is like what not to do. Okay. And the reason why it's important to know this element of it is because Google, they don't play. And if you don't follow their guidelines, then your stuff's going to get rejected. So Google they will review all of your stuff before it goes out. So if anything that's found that doesn't meet their guidelines, they are going to reject it. Google Business Profiles has a content policy guideline that you can look at, and that is going to give you kind of a complete checklist. But we've got some kind of the main points to pay attention to.
Yes. First thing, okay, off topic or relevant content. We've kind of hinted to this throughout this show. Your Google posts need to relate to your business, be informative and relevant to your customers. If not, they could get flagged. And you definitely don't want to be spammy. Your content, okay, can't be misleading. You can't have poor quality, And please, for the love, make sure you're checking where you're taking them. Don't take them somewhere that's not secure, that may have malware, viruses, or lead to harmful software that could hurt their computers or whatever. So
Yeah,
be aware. Be
absolutely. Absolutely. And so this goes into, I feel like it goes without saying, but posting inappropriate content. You cannot put anything explicit, hateful, obscene. The list goes on. Keep it clean, people, and sharing private or confidential information. So anything that's kind of exploiting somebody else or their business is prohibited by law, not only just Google, so it's going to get rejected.
Sometimes we think Google is the law.
Right. Google is the way. They are the law. They're the internet law.
Yeah. They change every day, but we love Google. Okay. I'm sure they're listening. But anyway, you also don't want to have duplicate content. What does this mean? You can't just keep reusing the same thing over and over and over. And you can't have images that are unauthentic because you'll get flagged. They're going to be like, okay, that's the same post you've already put up 2 or 3 times. They want you to promote original content. So you got to make sure that you at least change the images and text each time, because again, duplicate content, that's what it is. You're duplicating what you've already done. So using phone numbers, links, and hashtags are also very important in your posts. Google Posts also all come with those call to action buttons, which are really cool, that enable you to drop in any URL link you want. So again, you can drive them any place you'd like.
Yeah. That duplicate content, like that even goes to design. So if you've designed, say, whatever it is, whether it be an Adobe or Canva or otherwise, you can't keep reusing it. That also counts as duplicate content. So now here's the thing. They have this really great click to call button. And they also have, like you mentioned, these call to action buttons. And those pull directly from your number listed on your Google business profile. So because of this, because they have these buttons that you can insert or connect to your contact information, that's why they don't want you to put it in the text. And they will reject it. I mean, they have been doing this for a couple of years now, and it is one of those things, like that's why they gave it to us, so you don't, almost in a way, duplicate it within your text.
Yeah, why to go to all this trouble if you're not going to do it correctly, and they just take it down or don't publish it. So anyway, follow these tips, and these are they're all important tips. So you want to talk about things that are really important to put in your Google posts, right? So use call to action buttons. Use those options every time. And there are 6 of them available, okay?
Yeah, here's kind of
and there's the rundown of them. Book, order online, buy, learn more, call now. And what we have found that you want to do what we call A/B testing. You just want to try different ones, try swapping them out, see what gets the most effective reach and what's getting your audience's attention the most.
Yes. And what we have up here, this image, this order online button, so once you pick your button, that's what shows up on that actual post. And when they click on that order online, then that will take them exactly to where that designated site lands, which another thing to think about too is to post location specific content. So, this kind of goes with like the best way to target your audience is to have a specific location or specific solution where they are for that local problem. So adding your location within your text copy kind of adds another signal to Google to help them connect your business with those local people who are searching for you or your type of business.
Yeah, and that's what local SEO in this map area is all about. And again, you want to keep your text short. And then I know somebody's going to say, but they allot 1,500 characters, which they do, and that's a lot. But even though they have that generous amount of characters available, the ideal length for any post is really between 150 to 300. So they give you all that, which is misleading, but keep it short and simple anyway, and straight to the point.
Yeah, straight to the point. So another key element is to optimize your landing page. So this is like, hey, you got this great little button with this great little offer, and then they click on it. And if they land somewhere that is just like a hot mess, then it's, you're going to lose a customer. So potentially. So you really want to make sure that you are carrying your user to the exact point of where you want them to buy, and make sure that it is clear and it goes to that specific area, and they're not like searching through hoops just to get there. If you're promoting a product, take them to that product. It's simple.
Yes, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
You would think, and it's frustrating. I mean, I've had that happen to me before, where you click on something and you're like, okay,
Where do I go from here?
Yeah, where's the info? So anyway, that's very important. And post consistently. Okay, now there's little caveats here with Google Business Profile. Posts without an assigned date range are automatically archived by Google after 7 days. So keeping that in mind, as best practice, you at least need to post once a week to keep your section current. Otherwise, it looks like you've never done anything.
Yeah, you just drop right off. Yeah. So here's some other things to consider. Consider tracking your efforts with these UTM links. And really what these are is this is offered through Google. And it's these parameters that you can add within your link. And what it does is it helps give you some more tracking capabilities so that you can track the performance of your offers and your posts, so that you know what's working and what's not, and help you kind of make updates or optimize your current offers that are doing well. Another thing to keep in mind is they do have guidelines with their images and with their videos. So make sure you use the correct image size. And the recommended image resolution is 720px by 540px or 4:3 ratio. And videos can be up to 30 seconds long, 720p resolution or higher, and up to 75 megabytes in size. So just, that's another thing. Yeah. It could get rejected.
Again, if you don't follow all these rules, then you're wasting your time. So, and you don't want to be flagged by Google too many times, because that's not a good thing.
No.
So, gosh, that's a lot of info, but I'll tell you what, I get asked this all the time. People either don't know you can post there, or they don't realize that there are specific guidelines. So I hope that all this helped you with your Google Business Profile and the type of posts that you need to be doing there. And it's really just give you more successful ways to get in front of your audience and turn them into customers. So hope we've given you some great tools today. And if you have any questions, obviously ask us. We love to help.
That's right. And just real quickly, don't forget that we go live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and our podcast. And please don't forget to subscribe. And we also catch the replay on Instagram, and we're on YouTube. We're everywhere with our videos. So thanks for joining us, and we will join you. Well, we'll catch you in 2 weeks with another good new show.
Thanks.